Okay, so this is a bit of an experiment today of trying to copy my pedal boards, which I've had for a very long time, and this is a pedal board that I've used. Um, I still use very much, when I have to do something that's a bit more organic, like a bit more creative, because obviously this is not based on presets, it's based on individual pedals, okay? So I want to try and take this idea and just copy that with the HX Stomp. Obviously, this is plugged into the HX Stomp now, and it's plugged into like a high wall kind of preset, which is one of the most what's the word? Versatile, I would say, within the, and it doesn't take up too much memory, so I can still use the 8 blocks. So this pedal board is pretty much, it's very standard. I usually have the reverb on all the time if I have an amp without the reverb. And it's kind of that deluxe sound. Then I have the first version of the Cali. And it's just to kind of, get a bit of the sound a bit more under control. I don't really have much in terms of, I don't use it very much in terms of like heavy compression. It's just to get a bit of that transformer sound, transformer saturation, and to get everything under control. GMXR EQ here, I only use it to get the, if there's a resonance in the room, if I'm playing in the room and I'm not playing with the ears, then I use that to get rid of the, the resonance. I rarely use it. I think it's set up that way because I must have used this the last time with a very bright Strat, and that kind of gives that a bit more, less bass, less treble, a bit more focus, so to speak. Then I have, the whole tone wah pedal that I only use as wah. This is a really nice one because it's, I've had so many versions of wahs because I play a lot of funk. This one, it's got the right combination. It's got 2 sounds, and it's got the right combination of being light and portable and sounding good. They've done a really great job on this one. Then again, on the overdrive, which is the BB preamp, everybody has this. Literally, this is like, I had the OD11 before, which I still have, and it sounds great. It sounds great. But this is like the overdrive that everybody uses for a particular reason. It's got that really kind of like throaty. And I use it to, as you can see again, I like quite mid-rangey sounds. I tend to have it, the bass a bit boosts and the treble out of the way, so to speak, with quite a bit of gain. This obviously is all to be tweaked if I'm, depending on the gig. And then I use this Gladio to basically, one side, I don't use them together. I go A, B, and they're basically, with a combination of these 3 pedals, I have a clean boost, and then I have a slightly more overdriven, just as a Stevie Ray kind of thing. And when I use it with this, I have, a solo boost that just turns up the volume, or volume and gain. Okay, so between these 3, I have various levels of crunch and, like rhythm. So clear rhythm, distort the rhythm, a bit more. Okay, so that's probably a bit too loud, actually. But this is all dependent on the gig. I can tweak it, obviously. I don't have completely set parameters. And then the HX effects, which is, again, I've had this for years. I used to use the M9, but this has so much more things, obviously. I think I sold the M9 ages ago. I usually have a chorus, and I have, or a tremolo, which I use one or the other. And I think, yeah, I tap temper that. This is more for the Americana kind of gigs. And then I have 3 delays, which one is the slap back. None of these are usually that, that probably could do with the mix being a bit louder, but yeah, it's that kind of 50s rock and roll. And then the other three delays, one is just a tap tempo with a quarter note, which is quite handy because I really like delays to be in time, like tap tempoed, like in time with the music, otherwise, it's something that I think Larry Carlton does this all the time. Like, he hates delays that are not in time with the music. So I think it's something that I learned from that. And then this is like the dotted 8 notes, to do that, the U2 thing or whatever you want to call it. So that pretty much covers most things that I play, unless there's some sound that is particularly, obviously it's usually contained in the HX effects. So I'm going to try, these side of things is quite easy to replicate because I could actually just copy paste. I'm going to try and do it organically, but obviously I only have 7 because I want to have the amp on the HX effects. So I only have 7 blocks that I can use. I can probably get away with not using the EQ because I can use the global EQ, but I will definitely need the compressor. I don't need a wah pedal because I have another one of these I can use externally. I need definitely a crunch, and I definitely need a clean boost and an overdriven boost. So that's already 4 gone. And then I might need a chorus or a tremolo. And I can probably get away to get the slap back with a tap tempo, but I might still want that. So let's see, it's a matter of choices. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So I could probably do it. Oh, but then obviously I need a reverb. So this is going to be tricky. So let's go now to the other side and let's go on the HX edit. Okay, so we are now in the HX edit. It's taking the amp is already here. So I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to add the reverb first, and I'm going to try and get the same reverb because I quite like that. Let's go on the legacy, and I'm going to use the 63 spring reverb. See how that sounds. A bit too much. Let's make it down a bit. Let's put this on the foot switch number 6. Yeah, maybe even a touch. Okay, so let's just save this. And so next, obviously this stuff I can put the reverb. It's going to sound slightly different if I put it afterwards. But this is, for now, let's just put everything before the amp because I want to try and copy the pedal board, and the pedal board is before the amp. So I'm going to put everything before the amp. So next I'm going to put the delay. Actually, you know what? Let's mix things up a little bit. Let's put the compressor. Let's go with the deluxe comp because I'm guessing this is roughly the same. Also, I want this mix because that's quite important for me. Let's go a bit lower on the threshold. And let's put this on the second. Foot switch, yeah. come down a little bit. Excellent. Actually, a little bit more, I think. Yeah, fatten things up quite a bit. Probably the knee could be even a bit, just quite round. Yeah. This video is going to be a lot of A's and G's, I guess. So let's now add, so let's keep that on. I don't like where these are in terms of the foot switch. So I want to put this first, like bottom left. So let's just put it on foot switch 1. No, sorry, foot switch 6. And I want to put this on the last one, which is 1. Perfect. So let's keep that on. And now what I want is an overdrive. So I want let's go with a clone. Usually it's a good. Put it on the second foot switch. No, I keep getting this backwards. I want this on the 5. That's it. But definitely less tone, more gain. Nah, I think it's a different kind of vibe. So let's go with the Timmy. Definitely values to come down. Yeah, this is more like it. Yeah. So this is what we want. Let's try this. Yeah, quite like that actually. With a bit more. Yeah, I think that works. So let's save that. Then, what do I want? I want a clean boost. So how many blocks do I have left? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I want something similar. So let's try now the Let's try. So I want this on block 4. This sounds a bit more like this side, even though that Gladio always sounds more organic, I think. But we can probably, let's try. Nah. We definitely want that and more gain. Ah, here we go. A presence, maybe. Let's go back to. It's too bright. It actually shows how good these pedals are, because obviously it's quite difficult to copy in a way. So for now, let's just leave that. Let's just save that, and let's try to see how they stack. I will come back to this. I'm not totally happy about that, so we'll come back to that. So I have 2 more blocks. So I want a chorus and I want a tap tempo delay, because I think with a tap tempo quarter note, I can do pretty much everything. So let's find a chorus. So I want the chorus. Should I put it before or after delay? Let's put the delay last. There's nothing wrong with getting the order. So, which one should I get? Lux phaser. So this I remember this being, well, that's the Trinity. What's the Trinity chorus? Is it on the Legacy? Try chorus. Let's try with that one. No, this is not the one. This is not the one. Oh, this is better. So maybe a bit. Let's go to the mono ones. Let's go on the 70s. now. I think that's the chorus. Now I dig that dimension C. Yeah, I take this. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds great, actually. I might buy one of these. Try and hunt for that dimension C pedal. So, so we need this to be to here. Let's see how it stacks to the older one. I actually quite like this better, to be honest. Yeah, I might try and find it on the HX effects. So we've got that so far. Let's just save. And let's add one more. To be honest, I might not need the reverb on a foot switch. I might actually just leave that on all the time. So I might free up one foot switch. So I can have maybe a heavier drive. Well, just for now, we need a delay. So let's go with a simple one. And we want type on quarter note. Wait, let's get rid of that. Let's put this on the foot switch. Let's go on foot switch 2. Let's see how it stacks to that. Yeah, maybe a bit less. The mix needs to come down. Absolutely. I quite like that, actually. Just let's. Okay, so I'm left with 2 blocks, but I don't have any more foot switches. So let's just save this. I don't want to mess things up. I want to say, let's just put this. Let's just leave that always on. And let's add another delay, because I can always kind of clean up the boost by turning the volume down. So let's add a vintage delay, and I want it to 8-note dotted to do my U2 thing. So we need definitely more higher mix. The depth we want, that's fine at 12. We want a bit less feedback, but definitely more mix. All right, we don't want to go there because obviously then I get demonetized. Not that I'm, monetized, but so. So I want to add a bit of modulation. Let's hear it. No, definitely I need more feedback there. So let's compare it to, so I said I want this on foot switch number 1. So let's compare it to this one. Oh. Bit too yeah, that's pretty much it, isn't it? Perfect. So yeah, so preset. So we're pretty much run out of space here, but I think I still want to tweak maybe a little bit. I'm going to end the video here, but I think I just want to tweak a little bit that the second overdrive. I don't think. Let me try and get these 3 drives on. Yeah, it's still a bit too muddy. Let me try, because I quite like that. Let's go with that. So that sounds great. I think I might want to change eventually the second overdrive. Let me try a minute or so. Ah, it's a lot better, isn't it? Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I might need a bit more gain on that. Maybe a touch more gain. I should have warmed up, as always. As I always say, I always do these videos in the morning. So I don't think there's still something missing. Yeah. Let's turn everything off. I'm not miles away. I think it just needs more bass, but obviously I might have to find a different again. Just kind of crank the volume up, the gain up. Yeah, this sounds so much more organic, but I'm not a million miles away, I'd say. Okay, well, I think I'm going to stop the video here. I hope this kind of helped a little bit if you have one of these HX Stomp XL, and if you want to get, some of it, obviously, this is done quite quickly. I can already tell there's too much reverb and stuff like that, but you know, it's tweaking, a little bit more tweaking from here on to use the preset. I might actually, once I took it, I'll put this on the Line 6 Line 6 community. If you want to have a go at tweaking it yourself, if you feel that it was good or bad or terrible, just leave a comment. If you have any questions, yeah. Again, I hope you enjoyed it, and that's it from me now. Take it easy. Bye bye.